Have you ever had like a Heath bar or a toffee bar, like the chocolate bars, the ones you get at the grocery stores? Well, if you've ever had one of those and you really like it, you're gonna love this. We're gonna be doing a English toffee bit brownie. So here we have our English toffees. You can get this. It's basically in the baking section in the grocery store. It's the Heath English toffee bits, and we're gonna be doing it into a brownie. And I thought this would be like a great time to show you what. Okay, this is just the start of a regular brownie dough. Now, I know it's not the right color because we haven't added the chocolate yet, but I wanted to show you the difference between perhaps a box or also a scratch recipe. So this is a scratch recipe, but we're going to be focusing on the toffee. So let's get started. All right, so we've melted the chocolate and we're going to go ahead and just pour it right in there. Because sometimes people think that, it's really tough to like make a scratch recipe, but it's actually not so bad. Especially after you make it a couple times, it becomes a lot easier. So we're just going to scrape all that chocolate in there. And then you're just going to stir it up. So don't be afraid to try a scratch recipe. They're really good. The boxes are good too, but scratch recipe is really good. All right, so now once we mix that up, we're going to go ahead and get our other, just mix it up really good. We're going to get our muffin pan because we're going to make these like individual brownies. So let me go and get that. All right, we have our muffin pan or cupcake pan with our cupcake liners in it. We're going to take half of the package of the English toffees and just pour it right in. And then you're just going to stir it up. Now we're going to leave the other part for the buttercream icing that we're going to put on top. So you just stir it up in there. And then once that's all stirred in there, we're going to go ahead and spoon that into our muffin pan. Let me just move that over a little bit. And you want to fill it about half full. Now, if you notice, there's a difference between brownie batter and cake batter. Cake batter is usually like a little thinner than a brownie. So you just go ahead and scoop that all in there. And you want to get it to where it's a half full. So if you do more than one scoop, it's okay. You just want to get it to about half. And then don't worry about like if it's uneven, like if you see it's like a little uneven, you can like either use a spoon and wipe it around or a knife, but it will bake and it will bake more level. So once we go ahead and finish that, we're going to pop that into the oven. Okay. All right, it's all scooped up and we're getting ready to put it in the oven. If you want to, you can pound it just a little bit, but it will bake pretty even. All right, our delicious toffee brownie is done. It looks very wonderful, as you can see. You can see some of the toffee in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a reusable icing bag. And I have some chocolate buttercream in here. And I'm going to go ahead. You can use a tip with this if you like, or you don't necessarily have to use a tip. You can go ahead and use a compostable bag if you like, and just cut the tip off there without the tip. You're going to want to just go ahead and go like that and squeeze and release it like that. And then we're going to put some toffee on top of that. Now, this is what we use the other part of the bag for, is to top it. But if you're not going to put icing on it, go ahead and add the whole bag to it. All right, let me show you that from a different angle. All right, so we're just going to like go ahead and put just a lower, you're not going to go very high with this because you want to make sure that the toffee sticks. So just a lower level of icing there. And then we're going to go ahead and just put the toffee on top of that. All right, let me show you what the finished product looks like. All right, and so this is the finished product. I did some with the icing and some without. And the ones without icing, I just sprinkled a little bit of the toffee just right on top there. You don't necessarily have to do that, especially if you're going without the icing and you go ahead and put the whole bag in to the brownies. So this gives you some different options that you can do. You can do it with icing or without. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you get a chance to try out this recipe. It's really yummy, especially if you like the toffee. I want to thank you once again and check out some of our other videos, and let's make the world a better place.